Hello, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Vanessa, and I am an indie author from Toronto, Canada, and I publish under the pen name and Sage. I write a lot of fantasy, mystery, and a whole lot of mayhem. So if you're interested to hear more about my stories and an indie author, because I am completely self-published, what it takes to self-publish in today's day and age, some tips for the craft of writing, and some behind the scenes, make sure that you are subscribed because the video goes out weekly, and make sure that you hit the bell notification so you don't miss any new videos that come out. Today we have a very, very exciting video. I have been waiting to do this for quite some time. As you know, I am starting a completely new series. There's been a slight publishing plan, but I am starting a new series before I finish my old series. Crazy plan, I know, but it had to happen. There was reasons behind it. So I was pretty excited to start. This is a completely different genre for me. I'm writing in paranormal cozy mystery. The protagonist is a full-on fledged adult running on middle age. She is between like 35 and 40, still trying to figure that out, but no young adults here, and it is like fully mystery. So we've got murders, we've got a wacky, crazy raccoon by the name of Harry Houdini who likes to get into trouble, and there's a ghost witch familiar. The protagonist is a witch, so that's all I'm going to say for now. But what I did want to do was, of course, design the cover. If you don't know, then I'm also a book cover designer. It's pretty much my main source of income. And I do a lot of like fantasy, a lot of typography, getting more into other genres as well. But for the most part, I am a fantasy book cover designer. And so I could not wait to do a cozy mystery design, kind of in my style. I do a lot of painting, digital painting when I work on covers. But the problem with that was that in cozy mystery, there's two types of covers that are very, very popular, and it's a 50-50 split in the charts. One is where if you have an animal, because this is very much like an animal paranormal cozy. But if you have an animal in your story, the cover would usually have that animal, and it's super cute and adorable, and it's got lots of magic and stuff. And then the other one is fully vector based, and I do not design in vectors. However, I wanted to try both of them out. So there is one cover that won out, one style. Obviously, because I just loved it so much, and it had to happen. Once you see it, you will know why. But I wanted to show both. I wanted to show you the vector one first. So I'm going to pop it on the screen so we can take a look at it. So this is the vector one. This was new to me, very new to me in the style. I have never worked in it. I had to create my own vectors for some of it. I had to deconstruct vectors and just kind of put it all together. And I will tell you, when you look at these types of covers, it seems like it's just like, oh, it's just like vectors slapped together, right? It was so hard to do. This was harder for me to do than any of my fantasy covers, I think, because I'm not used to it, but also because vectors are very limiting, right? They're flat. So showing depth in a vector cover is very, very hard. But I think I did pretty good. So title reveal also, a grave roast. I'm sure you can tell the roast part. The coffee's involved. I love coffee. I was debating between coffee and wine, but since I worked as a coffee shop manager and a barista all throughout my university years, I figured I have a lot of experience. I can write coffee pretty well. So I just kind of wanted to incorporate that. That's fun for me. But yeah, this is the vector one. So this is not the one I'll be doing. Although an author friend of mine suggested that I do one style of cover for ebooks and one style of cover for paperback. So we shall see. But I think for now, this one's kind of on the back burner, but I did want to make it, and I wanted to put it out to my newsletter groups and like my Facebook group and stuff, and just to kind of like show people that, because I think it'll be fun for them to have two options to look at. And now, drum roll, this is the cover that won. Can we just appreciate this? I am obsessed with it. It did take me a very long time to do because I kept tinkering with it and stuff. But can we just look and his little face. So everything about this cover I just loved. It took me a while to figure out like what objects I wanted in it. So obviously the raccoon had to be there, obviously. That little crystal pendant he's holding, I added that to the cover because it was missing something, and I loved it so much I ended up writing it as a big part into the story. So covers are magical, I'm telling you. That's why I love designing them. And then, of course, to show the witchy and the magical element, that this is a paranormal mystery, we've got the witch hat. These are all like very kind of tropey cover things that you could expect in a paranormal cozy mystery. And then we've got like the witchy, all his witchy junk. Well, it's not his, but definitely coffee beans. We've got a couple of like a latte and a coffee cup up there. The stack of books is important, but I won't tell you why yet, but it is important to the story because it signifies another character. I did not play around with the ghost familiar. So if we I'm going to switch back to the vector one over here. So you can see the ghost familiar. So names, Piper is the lead, so she's right in front. Stella is the ghost familiar. She's like in the back scowling. She's got an attitude. And then we've got Harry Houdini, the raccoon. So I did put the ghost familiar on the vector cover because I felt like it needed it. It just like needed that balance between the raccoon and Piper, and just to have somebody else over there in the coffee shop window. But then if we flip back, in this, I didn't put that in this one because I thought it would be too much. And so when working with covers, I always try to think about what's that line between like a good amount of detail and then just taking it too far. And I thought that having the ghost familiar in here was going to be too far because it was going to take away the attention from Harry. And the whole point of these types of covers is that the attention is very much on the animal and on the magical elements kind of all throughout. So I just love the way it turned out. It took a while to pick the font, but I love the font for the series. I love the series emblem with the little coffee cup and the number inside. Orchard Hollow is the name of the town it happens in. And I just love like kind of intertwining the branches into the cover and having like the little window that's open to this magical outside. Piper lives in like a farmhouse and kind of in the middle of nowhere. And so I really thought that was a great way to show the atmosphere and the coziness of the story in the atmosphere of this. And of course, Harry Houdini. He's so cute. I just love his little face. So I just wanted to share covers today. That's all we got for today. It was a cover reveal video. I'm so excited. Tell me what you thought of the covers. Do you have a preference? Do you like the vector one more than the one with the more realistic magical one? Tell me in the comments. I am super excited. I cannot wait to get the series out here. I've had such a blast writing the book. I will make more videos about writing cozy mysteries and kind of like what's a good way to plot them and figure out all like the murders and their mysteries and solving them and all of that, and how to deal with like an amateur sleuth and all. So I will make more videos about that. But in the meantime, I'm just having so much fun writing in a different genre and having this cover, both of these covers, but mostly the main one that I went for is just so inspirational because I kind of have it usually on my writing screen. I write on my laptop and I have it there so I can just like look at it and feel inspired as I'm writing, and it's really doing the job. So tell me what you thought. Did you like it? I'm obsessed. It was a different video, a shorter video today, but I just really wanted to do this cover reveal because I already revealed it to my newsletter and my Facebook group, and I just wanted to do one here before I plaster it all over social media basically. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you liked the covers. If you do need a cover designer in the cozy mystery genre or in fantasy or any typography, then check out my website. I have it in the description. It's cauldronpress.ca. And I have a slot now. I have, I think, one slot open in December still because I switched somebody over. And then I'm taking now design bookings for next year. So check it out. If you're an author and you're in need of a cover designer, I'm your girl. So as always, stay magical, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.